Hello students, very good morning. How are you all? This is our EVS class and we have started the lesson living and non-living things. So in living and non-living things, we have studied up to breathing. Living things breathe. Next part is our living things move. Now we have already done reading part in last session. So today we will do explanation. Plants and animals differ in the type of movements they show. Now you can see plants and animals, they both make movements, but there is a difference between their movements. Now first we will see about the plants. Plants are fixed to the soil with their roots and do not move from one place to another. Now, have anybody seen that plant and trees are moving from one place to another? No, they don't move from their place. Why? Because they are fixed to the soil. Their roots are underneath the soil. So, they can't move from one place to another. But, however, some plants may move their parts. In plants, some parts can make the movement. For example, the touch-me-not mimosa plant closes its leaves upon touching. Now, the plant is there. One plant is there that is called the touch-me-not. This is the touch-me-not plant, and mimosa is its biological name. Mimosa is the biological name of touch-me-not plant. And when we touch the leaves of mimosa plant, you can see here like this plant is there. When we touch it, it closes itself. It closes itself. So there is the movement in leaves. They can't move from place to place, but plants part can make a movement. Now in animals move on their own from one place to another in search of food, shelter, or to protect themselves from their enemies. Now in animals, what happens? They can move on their own. They can go from one place to another. Why? There is the reason for their movement. And what is it? They move from place to place to search the food, for shelter, or to protect themselves from their enemies. For shelter also, they go from place to place to live, so that they can make a houses and they can live. Next is to protect themselves from their enemies. When, for example, tiger and deer. When tiger chases deer, deer runs to save his life. Some animals like cats and cows move with their legs. Birds and insects fly with the help of their wings. Fish move with the help of their fins and tail. Snakes and earthworms move with the help of their whole bodies. Now you can see there are other ways of movement in animals also. Some animals like cats and cows. Cats and cows can move from place to place with their legs. They can walk, they can run with the help of their legs. But in birds and insects, there are no legs. I mean, they move from place to place by flying with the help of their wings. They have wings. In birds, there are wings, so that they can fly. Fish move with the help of their fins and tail. In fishes, how movement takes place? With the help of fins and tail. Now you can see here in fish, these are the fins and it is a tail. So with the help of these two, fishes move in the water. Snakes and earthworms move with the help of their whole bodies. Now snakes and earthworms, how they move? They move with the help of their whole bodies. Their whole body is used to move. In birds, you can see here movement is given. Movements in a bird using its wings. It flip flaps its wings so that it can fly higher. Movements in a fish using its fins and tails. You can see here these are the fins and this is tail. Tail goes downwards then upwards like waves so that fishes swims in water. Non-living things do not move on their own. Non-living things do not move. Why? Because it don't have any life. So they can't move from one place to another or they can't move on their own. So revise it again, read it again.